Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back with week 2 of decluttering my fabric scraps. If you're not familiar with this series, there's a playlist link down below. You can go get caught up and then come back. Or just hang out with me right now and don't worry about what I've done before. What I'm doing is I'm clearing fabric scraps from a table and I'm sorting them and then want to sell those things on eBay or do whatever. I'm not feeling it today. It's Monday, and I'm usually very happy on Mondays because it's the beginning of a fresh new work week. But, it causes me just a lot of anxiety doing the sorting and stuff. And even though I'm willing to get rid of these things, it's a lot of work to do auctions and things. And I do have some already listed with scraps that I have. When you're watching this, it could be in the future, just always go check down below to see if there's a link there for my eBay store or penny auctions because, I've been doing eBay for 20 years now. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. So you might not see anything that you see here today, but there's probably something up there as a penny auction or whatever. It seems like all I have left on that table to sort is this pile, which should not take long at all. And then these salvages. I actually have some salvages on eBay right now at the time that I uploaded this. This kind of stuff I like to sort because it's just, I can just sit, zone out, sort like that. So we're going to do this first. Then I'm going to spend the rest of the time on that container of salvages. See, when I do stuff like this, I feel like I'm cheating because I feel like that's just too easy and too fun. So it can't be a job. It can't be actual work that means something because I think we have it in our head that an actual job or work isn't supposed to be wonderful. But I like to keep my work wonderful. That's what I like. And when something stresses me out, it just makes me feel like I have a job and not just a career that I love so much. Okay, enough of all that bullshit. Let's get started. I have to go get my phone. Hang on. My timer is set for 10 minutes. When I'm done sorting everything on that table, I might just continue the series and do other things. I don't really want to start sorting something else until a lot of this has left my house. But I might, just keep recording. I like this because I edit as I go, and then at the end of the week I have a video, and it doesn't seem like I really had to work really hard because the editing is mostly done, except for that last day. So we'll just keep going with something. Also, I have not forgotten that I have this bag that I wanted to try to do something with, some kind of a project. And I have till February 10, or I have to either just sell it or toss it or whatever. And I'm going to try really hard to get this done this week. Okay, I'm pushing start, 10 minutes, and not a second more. I did want to mention, if you see bruises on my arm, it's because I had some IVs. I knew that was going to be quick, but I accidentally put something in the wrong pile. So this is, gee whiz. Okay, you can tell I'm not really with it. This is the only thing that looks Christmassy. And all this rest is going in the box on the table for things that need to be cut for auctions. Now I get to do this. I love doing this. I generally have 5 or 5 1/4 inch strips of salvages because of the things that I cut for my sales. I also sometimes have 9 1/2 inches, but I also cut some other strips now. So sometimes I have stuff that's like about 3 inches. I have a lot of 2-inch ones. So I'm actually making different piles because it makes listing the auction easier. Like yesterday, last night, I listed 3 different auctions for 5-inch salvages. So after I do the first one, I just create similar, and then I just have to change the pictures, and my listings are quicker that way. So I like to just, sell in little batches like that of the same kind of items. So let's just start sorting. Timer rang. I wasn't as scared today because I was looking at it. I was preparing myself. I don't like being startled by a timer. All right, I kind of had an idea while doing this. Here's, first of all, I'm going to show you the piles really quick. On Mondays, I think I'll always tend to be more chatty, and then the rest of the week will be a lot of just like fast speed stuff. These are my 5-inch salvages. A lot of white. No, we'll see. These are the tiny 2-inch salvages, plus a lot of these little end pieces that I get when I cut the strips. I get pieces like this that are folded. So that will have to be sorted as I go. I don't know. Oh, I caused myself just so much stress over this. These are the 9.5-inch salvages, which I really, really like. These are just a couple of strips that will go in their box that they belong in. This will go into the batik box of the very narrow, scrappy batik strips. All cotton can be turned into craft rope, but I really like the batik for that, so I will have that there. This is going to go in the little trash can next to me, which never really gets thrown out. I have a couple of batik salvages, so I'm going to put that in that bag, and a batik strip because I have a bag for those. And then this last little pile here, I just started pulling stuff out for my own personal crumb quilting that I haven't been doing, that I love to do so much. So I thought this has to stay out, has to stay right on my sewing machine, and I'm going to try to work on little crumb blocks every day. If I tell myself I have to do it, because I love doing it so much that I feel like I'm cheating if I'm doing something that I love that much. I feel like it's not work, but I'm going to tell myself that I have to do it. And I'm not necessarily going to record that. I might turn the camera on sometimes, but I want to make crumb blocks, and then I'll show you what I made out of these crumbs. Some of it's batik. I mix everything when I make crumb quilts or crumb quilt blocks. So there's some batik here. There are some of these little narrow pieces because I like to do that. I like to put little tiny pieces together, just like I like to put bigger pieces together. And, and then cut them to make it look like they were small. But I like the looks of tiny in a crumb block. With some big things too. Whatever. I'm just trying to tell you that I think I'm going to enjoy that. Oh, and I also put things like, sometimes I'll put Christmas, because with just a little bit of it showing in a big block of all kinds of different prints, it doesn't read as Christmas. So I might do that on purpose just to show you guys. So this is my happy little pile. I don't want to overdo it because, it takes a long time to put a lot of little things together, but I'm going to get myself a little tray. Let me do that right now. And it's not like I'm desperate for crumbs. I have boxes filled with crumbs. I have a drawer that my foot is kicking on that is all crumbs. But I think by doing this, it's going to get me started because I really want to do that. And then it just gives me some fun crumb blocks to put on eBay. It's all good. It really is. It's all good. Okay, that is it for today. Like I said, the rest of the week, it'll zip on by. It is Tuesday. I am back, and I'm excited about something that I did last night. First of all, we're going to be sorting this stuff again today. But a few minutes ago, in what you just watched, which happened to be yesterday for me, you saw me pull aside a little pile of fabric that I said I was going to use for crumb quilting. Well, I wanted to do that all day. Here's the good thing. I would not allow myself to do it until I got other things done, like work on my flash sale for this coming weekend and my frenzy for, the end of this month. And I got so much more accomplished because my treat was that I was able to do some crumb quilt sewing, which I did last night. What I did, though, is I put that little pile of scraps in my tray. But then right after I turned the camera off, I decided I was also going to use the little 2-inch salvages. And I'll show you an image of me pointing at that pile right now. What you just saw was also added to the tray. And I started putting things together. Look at it. So excited about this. I didn't record any of it because I just wanted to get some stuff done, but look, I've started putting salvages in, the crumb pieces. So I will be doing a video to show how I do that. This salvage got buried a little bit. The way I did it, I forgot to have the raw edge on top, but like these have the raw edge on top. So I really like that, and I like this one. And it's funny because when you're working out of just one little pile of fabric, that fabric tends to, you know, have a lot of matchy things. Like, you know, I had strips, so it gets put all over the place. I had a strip like this and a strip like this. And so it makes the block have a look, I don't know, like this one's like very, you know, orangey, whatever. I just really like it. This one is a little bit lighter. And then I have, you know, some other pieces that haven't, you know, found a way to a bigger block yet. And so I'll be using all of these. And then what I want to do, though, is, you know, like, I love the things that are not like perfect little squares put together. I like my crumb blocks to be very wonky. So what I'm going to do is continue doing this, and I'm undecided. I want these to go to eBay, but I'm undecided if I should trim them or not. Somebody might want to cut like maybe 4 smaller squares or whatever, so I might just put them like this and, you know, just say in the description that you can cut any way you want. You could cut strips if you want. And, you know, I just think that's what I might do. And they'll all be no bigger than this, because once you start, you know, going around and around and adding, well, I could always add, you know, blocks this size together. That's a way to make, ooh, look at how cool that is. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm just going to sell them like this, and that might be an ongoing thing on eBay. So if people start collecting these, they can figure out how they want to put them together after. Oh my God. And I did want to show you how, see the little Christmas trees right here? I mean, that barely shows. So I tried to keep it very narrow. And look, there's a little bit of Christmas tree right here. Oh, I love when it's tiny little things like that. That little piece of batik right there. Oh, I just love this so much. And, all right, so now I'm excited about sorting more scraps because I will be turning them into crumb blocks. I'm setting my timer for 10 minutes, and let's get started. I'm pausing, and I still have almost 4 minutes left to do. This has all been sorted. Now, this pile of all these 2-inch either folded pieces from being on the fold, cut on the fold, and salvages, that's all going in my crumb box now. And there are, you know, times that I like to just sit, like this is unfolded, and I like to just put little pieces like that together. I just love it so much. And this is also going in this crumb box. Look, I have little partials of Care Bears that I'm going to add. Now this is kind of thin, this fabric, so I might be able to add some iron-on to the back of it, just to make it a little bit more stable. These are my 5-inch salvages and my 9-inch salvages. And I pulled some that looked like maybe they were 4-inch salvages, and I put those here. I won't have a lot of the 3- and 4-inch ones like I do the 5 and 9. So they might all become mine. So I'm excited about that. This is just going in the regular cotton narrow strips to make cord. And this is going in the strips of batik that I have that will be for auctions. And then these are strips of regular cotton, not batik. And even stuff like this, I don't consider that, I don't know, maybe that's considered narrow. I have narrow and wide. This is definitely wide, 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 and then those will go in narrow. So let me put all that away, and I have to find something else to sort. I'm actually going to go through this because I'm sure there's things in here now that don't need to be in there. And when I was putting everything away, see, these are like 4-inch strips, and I'm not going to like have a lot of those, so I'm going to put those in my crumb box. And I might add other things that I have just for a nice big variety, but oh, I can't wait. But it's going to have to be like a nighttime thing, a treat, if I can get, you know, a lot of my work done for the day. So that's good. Oh, timer on, and I'm going to go through this guy. I didn't have the camera on. What I did was just dump this all out, and I put quite a few things away in a drawer that I don't use on a regular basis. What I don't like is this big wide space. I don't need a wide space like that. I would like that maybe cut in half. So I'm going to have to fix this so there's two little, you know, something. See, I don't want the scissors to be falling, and I don't want all the scissors in one thing. I don't know. I will fix this better. But these are the things I use on a regular basis. And I just need to make this better. You know, I might even put like a toilet paper tube in one corner, and then my pens could all go in that. And I have these little papers that I had printed out for when I did tunics. It would remind me of what I needed for measurements, and I would jot them all down. I've got to get back to tunics. Anyway, it would give me all the measurements I needed for the auction listing. But I washed this little thing, and, you know, it's clean, and so we're just going to leave it at that for now, but I will fix that when I can. It's now Wednesday, and look what I started doing last night when I should have been doing 100 other things. I wanted to start doing something with this because I had set myself a time limit, and I really wanted to try to challenge myself to do something with these scraps. So I'm not doing anything overly creative. I'm just making some strip sets, and I will think of something to, you know, to make out of these. At the time that you're watching this video should be up already. So I'll link down below to that video, assuming that it's up before the one you're watching right now. And just wanted to show you that, so I'm going to actually get that done. And now I'm desperate to find something on that table that I can sort. Pretty much everything is sorted, but this tray is there, and I don't remember if I had this in the first place or if it's something that I accidentally put on the table. But I'm going to sort these. I believe they're all batik salvages or strips, and so let me just sort these. 10 minutes, timer on. I got smart. I was just going to sort them into sizes, like what looked like 5 inches and then what looked like smaller than 5 inches. But then I thought, why don't I sort into groups of 30 that I can just right now take the pictures of and put on eBay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to clear some space. Timer is not on for this. This counts toward my auction stuff. And I might press some of these that are a little bit curly and take the picture. This will be one lot. I already have another lot. You can't see. I'm off camera there. I'm trying to not get repeats, but there are some, like this is the same as this, but whatever. I'm not going to get overly fussy. They can see what they're getting. So I'll take a picture of this one, and then I'm going to create the next lot for the eBay auction. I'd like to do 3, and I certainly have enough salvages. So let me take the pictures of this one, and I'll be right back. Okay, I rearranged and I pressed a few and I took the pictures, and that's going to go on eBay. I'm going to really like sorting with a purpose like this. It makes a lot of sense to just go ahead and take the time, which I have to work on my auctions every day anyway. It just doesn't count toward the 10 minutes of sorting and decluttering and whatever. So I'm just picking this up. I'm still off the timer. And I will be putting this in my little penny auction booklet, which I need to do right now. And it's going to be number 973. Today is the 5th, and I will be doing 3 of them, and it's going to be 30 batik salvages. And I don't need specific sizes. They're 5-inch, and I know that. Alrighty, now I like, you know, little sandwich bag sizes for these, but I have I have one right here. I thought this was the big bags. I have a lot of like big bags like this for, you know, when I sort fabric, but I try to just keep reusing them because I don't send them in these bags. This is just to keep them sorted, and I'm going to number that. It is, what did I say, 973. The stuff goes into a different bag when I send it out. Okay, yay! Oh my God, I'm so happy. Let me bring this over here. That's what I had started to sort. And let me just, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Timer going back on. I have 5 minutes and 22 seconds left. Timer off. I'm going to rearrange these and, you know, again, press a few of them, take the pictures, and then I will come right back. I'm ready to do some more sorting. I can do another set of 30, or if I still have time after that, I probably won't. I don't know. I have 3 minutes left. Maybe I can squeeze in a 4th one, but here I go. Timer on. Time is up. This is awesome. I'm going to replace this one. It's a little bit kind of too narrow. I'm just trying to give a variety. You know, I do like using these, and some other people might too, because I'm not the only weirdo that likes to play with tiny things. Oh, that sounded weird. This is going in my crumb box. I wasn't able to work on this last night, but because I did the other thing. All right, so this is it for today. I'm going to finish this up. There'll be those 3 penny auctions. When you see this, those penny auctions will still be up, even if you're just curious to see what people bid on them. I will put all the other things in their place, and yeah, this is awesome. I'm happy with how this went. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. It is Thursday. And before I get started with sorting, I just want to let you know that I did 2 more blocks for this thingy, and there's no way that this video is going to be up before the video you're watching right now, I don't think, because see, I still have all these scraps, so I have to, you know, keep working on that, and I just can't devote a lot of time per day. I'm trying really hard to find some kind of a balance with what I do, because I do so many things. So I hope to work on it a little bit tonight, but I do believe that earlier I mentioned that you could see this video while, you know, as you're watching this one, that it would already be up, but that's not likely to happen. Now, this is about all I have left to sort from the table. I will show you the table tomorrow. It'll be Friday, and I think I'm going to have to move on to another project at that point. So I am going to finish sorting these. These are the Batik salvages, but I have the 3 auctions up for that. So I don't want to list any more of that particular thing right now, but I want to sort them so they can go in the bag that they belong in. And so my timer, after this, I'll just find something else to sort or whatever. Setting my timer, and let's go. Sorted. I'm going to put these few little pieces in my crumb box, and I also, ooh, maybe that's what I can do for a minute. I have a drawer under my table, under here, that has, you know, crumb pieces. Maybe I can put them into this, because I really do like a variety. So that's going there, and you know, I don't know. I'm going to keep these because I don't have too many of the 9-inch salvages. So that will go into the 9-inch salvage bag. I have a bag like this for the 9-inch. These are the 5-inch. So this goes in here for now until I'm ready to do some more of those auctions. And I'll just go put these in their bag. I'll be right back. See, I don't have too much in here, but I'm going to dump this out. And I'll see, see, I have some actual pieces, and, you know, I don't know. I just need to make piles, and then I'll figure out what to do with all that. I know this isn't from my table, but my table is, yeah, pretty much done, which is awesome. I didn't think I would get it done that quickly. And I know it might be silly when you see me putting, like, you know, little salvages on penny auctions and stuff. I use penny auctions as a form of advertising, but instead of me paying for advertising, I put stuff on there, and it brings new eyeballs to my stuff, and I get paid a little bit for that. So it's all good. I just really like to always be out there. And I could always sell just directly from my website, but I get found by new people all the time on eBay. So that's why I've been doing eBay for 20 years. Apparently is working for me. All right, I'm going to just sort and make piles. I don't really know what to expect out of this, but timer on. All right, I paused. I still have 5 minutes. I'm going to have to do something else. This, I don't know if I'm going to keep this for crumb quilting or what. Some of this, I don't know, I might. I think almost all of this is going into my crumb box because, like I said, I need a variety. I have put some more smaller pieces together. It's a little time consuming, and I have to limit myself. So all of these are things that are like pieces, and there's some good stuff there. I don't know why. I have like little 2-inch squares. Maybe one of them was crooked or something, and I just put them in that drawer. I have some little tiny pieces, and I'm going to keep it because sometimes I like to put just little tiny things together like that. And I have some more batik. I just don't know why that those little squares are in the drawer, but they are there for a reason. I would not have put them there unless they needed to be there. And my mistake from my cheater's sampler quilt. And anyway, so that's all that. And then I have a lot of things that were like, oops, that goes in there. Like, you know, just pieces I had started putting together because I really wanted to get back into crumb quilting, but I kind of dropped to the ball. But now that I'm reporting to you guys, so I have a lot of things that are partially pieced, all nice little crumb blocks started, or things from past tutorials or whatever. So that's all in there. And then I have some of these nice pieces left over from when I was just making those little strip sets with the narrow pieces, and you know, things that I used in the other sampler quilts that I did, small stuff. So I have all of these things, and these are all good for crumb quilting because I can cut them and add to them. So I'm just going to put them all in here. I'm not going to bother like trying to sell those things. I want them for the crumb quilting. Like, look at this nice strip set that I have here. This one that I love so much, it's all little tiny strips. Those were actual strips that I sewed together. Look at all the nice little seams in the back. Just love it. And again, my little miniature postage stamp stuff. And then this is something I played with, but I don't really remember why. I don't know if I was just playing with fusible, but I don't know. It's like some kind of little funky tree or something. I don't know what to do with that. That's going to go in the I don't know what to do with this box. And this was also, I think, a wonky tree gone wrong, or I don't know. I wanted to do something and I didn't do it the way I wanted, so I don't know. I just didn't use this one. So that's going in the I don't know what to do with this box. I guess for now I'm going to put this in here. I don't know if I'll be using it. Maybe I will. And then all this. And this is just going in the trash. All right, I have to find something else. Here's what I think I should do. This is the I don't know what to do with this stuff box. This all came off that table. But I think I can look at it again now because some of the things in there, like the Christmas stuff, has a new home. So I'm going to go through this and see. I don't like this because it's not something I'm sure of. It's very stressful. It just is. But I'm just going to make new piles and we'll see how that works out for me. I still have 2 minutes to go. I'm not feeling well. Some of these piles I know what to do with now. Well, this is all India cotton. I ideally would like to cut into blocks and list those for penny auctions. Will I ever really do it? I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. So that would go in the box on the table. And this, I think I meant that for penny auctions. So all this, and then this is all like different border trims that I can fussy cut. So that goes in to auctions. This is going to go on the chair with the Christmas things, and this goes in the batik strips. So I have homes for all of that, and I believe this is also to be cut for penny auctions. So that's going to go into the big box on the table that is nice and almost empty, but now it's not going to be. This is rayon. I have no idea what I want to do with this. Okay, so I don't decide. This is all, I don't know what to do with this right now. And then this is some salvages that I had played with when I first started. And I don't know. I think I'm going to just go ahead and put that in my crumb box. And I see that I have other things here too. Gee, I like this so much. I don't know if I want that in a crumb box. I'd rather use that in a tutorial to make something. I don't know. But okay, so I don't know. I said I don't know. That goes in the I don't know pile. That's a good way of thinking about that. And it's just like some of the stuff in here. You know, the salvages, I don't know. Okay, they're going out of this box and they're going back into the I don't know. That'll make me feel better. But all this stuff, like this, that's totally good for my crumb quilting. And I like long pieces. If I have some more craft rope. Okay. This is a wonky star. I don't know. So there. I know when I say I don't know, I know exactly where it goes. This can go in the crumbs. That can go in crumbs. I guess that can go in crumbs. I think everything has a home except for this stuff, which is like yardage, leftovers. I don't know. Okay, it goes in I don't know pile. Well, look, I'm down to this for the I don't know instead of a full box like this. So that's good. Let me put everything away, and then I have a couple more minutes to sort something. All right, I have another table I have showed you guys before. It's like next to my mannequins, and there's 6 different, various boxes and trays of fabric that was on my other table that I'm clearing, but they had to get moved because I had no room and things were getting knocked over or falling off. So I think I'm going to start working on this, but what I'm going to do is I have my little eBay book here, and I think I'm going to just sort some strips and create auctions that I can list today. So let's do that. And some of these are more narrow than others, different widths. So I'm just going to try to pick out, I think I'm going to just start sorting these into kind of like sizes. And then I'll just lay some out for an auction. Okay, I just have to stop talking now. My camera wasn't on. I'm sorry. Well, you can see I didn't accomplish too much. I still have all of this in the box. I only had under 2 minutes. But here's what I'm doing, and I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm just trying to put, strips about the same size together and into 3 different piles. Anything that's not the full width of the strip, like I can tell this one has been cut, it's not the full width, that's just going right into my crumb box. So that's where that's going to go. These I will check. They're stringy and whatever, but I will be putting some of these on eBay. And I might put, like some of this width, and a couple of this width. But that's what I'm going to focus on now. I'm going to focus on going through these boxes and trays that I have. And like I said, I would like to start sorting the bags down below this table, but I don't want to just keep sorting until some of this stuff leaves the house. So off camera, I'm just going to set up an auction, or 2 or 3, and I'll be back tomorrow. It is Friday. I am going to do a little bit more sorting, and then I'm going to show you my table. This, again, is fabric that did end up coming off that table at some point. I have a box filled with these strips, and then I have a bag filled with these strips. So I'm just going to sort and kind of make piles of same widths approximately, and I'll do that for 10 minutes, and then I'll show you the table. I sorted the entire bag. This is so cool. And these are the ones that are not the full width or are, you know, very stringy on one end. I'd like to say it's going in my crumb box, but I have enough in my crumb box right now, so I'm going to have to think of something else to do with this or just sell it for crumb piecing. But I'm going to put these in bags, each width, and then I will grab the box and sort some more. We are back to the box, and I pulled this out. Look what was in this box. Confetti. I told you I have an idea for confetti fabric. Oh, well, I should take that out. I'm going to continue. I have just under 4 minutes left. I'm done. I still have this in the box. Oops, and this that must have fallen out. This is what I have for crumbs. I mean, these are like prime. Whoops, you can't see. These are prime crumb pieces. I love to start my crumb piecing with strips. You know, you can make little strip sets and then cut those and then just keep working around and around. So that's that for that, and there, and there. One little salvage that will go into my 2-inch salvage box. I don't know, I might list an auction for stuff like this. I have to figure it out. You know, I like to start my penny auctions, well, at a penny. I should say I like to start my auctions at a penny. But, you know, if I do some big things, I need to at least cover my shipping, because shipping can be a lot. You know, I'd like to fill a large priority mail box, but that's almost $20 to ship. So, but I could stuff a lot in there. All right, you guys, I'm going to take the camera and show you the table, and then I will stop there. I will, you know, think about what I'm going to do next week. I would like to do this again, where I record a little bit every day, because it helps me to get stuff done. But it won't be sorting stuff from that table, because that table is clean. This is my new and improved table. What a difference. It's still overwhelming because I have a lot of stuff that needs to be moved out of this house. This box, well, that box too, this box. Okay, everything here has to go except for my caddy. And those are my strips that I cut for either 2-inch strips or 2-inch squares. And I try to have a big lot of those during the Frenzies. So again, this is stuff that's ready to be listed, but I'm very low on actual like squares or somewhat squares. This is all stuff to be cut, to be moved to this box, so it's ready to sell. This is all like stuff that has to be fussy cut, panels and things. And then this is all the stuff that I've just been sorting. Like these 3 bags here are just what I sorted today. Just today, in 10 minutes. And then this one. So you can see we can get a lot done. And then there's, you know, some of the other things that are sorted. So those are pretty much ready for auction. I just have to take them out and create the lots. This empty container is here because sometimes when I'm sewing, I just need to clean up every night, and I can just put things in here, and then on an ongoing basis, I can sort as needed. So I don't know, like I said, what I'm going to do next week, but I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on and try to do something 10 minutes per day, even if it's cutting for auctions. I know I have auctions as a separate thing on my schedule, but I easily meet that every week because I spend a lot of time on auctions. So I think cutting will be a good idea. And all right, we'll just see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.